Agyemang's next chapter begins with a familiar setting but a very different purpose. The 19-year-old forward is back at Brighton on loan for the 2025-26 WSL season. And this time, the move feels less like a detour and more like a launchpad. After a summer that would make any young player sit up, 2 goals for England at Euro 2025 and the Best Young Player award as the Lionesses retained their European crown in Switzerland. Agyemang is arriving not as an unknown prospect, but as a proven performer on the international stage. Yet the truth of elite football is harsh. Potential is one thing, consistent minutes are another. At Arsenal, she's competing with established internationals and high-quality attackers. And that competition has limited match time. So the decision to return to Brighton is simple in theory and complex in consequence. Simple because she needs minutes and responsibility. Complex because this loan now carries the weight of expectation. Brighton is not an accidental choice. She spent last season with the Seagulls, found the net 5 times and helped lift a team to its best ever finish. She knows the staff, the environment and, crucially, how she fits into their tactical plan. That continuity matters for a teenager whose summer spotlight could easily fade without regular match work. At Brighton, she should get starts and the chance to be central to an attack, to lead pressing, to finish chances, and to learn how to shoulder defensive duties that modern forwards must master. The coaching staff there know their strengths: pace into channels, a directness in running, a willingness to press, and an instinct for the right spaces to attack. Those attributes were visible at the Euros, and they were useful last season in the WSL. The loan has tactical, physical and mental dimensions. Tactically, playing week in, week out in a system that highlights her runs will sharpen her timing and decision-making. Physically, the grind of the WSL, the pace, the repeated duels, and the need to recover quickly between matches will toughen her in ways training alone cannot. Mentally, carrying a team's expectations, coping with the highs and lows of form, and returning from poor performances are essential lessons that turn prospects into professionals. From Arsenal's perspective, the move makes sense too. The club has world-class options up front and a title-hungry squad where rotation is limited. Sending a promising forward to a place where she will be entrusted with responsibility means she returns more ready to challenge for a starting place rather than having stagnated on the bench. Those who have overseen the move spoke about development and long-term planning. That language is deliberate. For Brighton, the signing is a statement of ambition, bringing back a player who already understands the club's profile and who arrives with confidence from the Euros, signals they want to attack the new season with a sharpened front line. If Agyemang delivers goals and consistency, the benefits are obvious. A player who can finish, press and open spaces for teammates becomes a tactical asset for whichever coach selects her. For England, her time at Brighton could secure a regular place on squads rather than occasional call-ups. National teams value players who are match-fit and playing meaningful minutes. There is also a wider message for young players across the women's game. Loans are not failure markers. They can be strategic stepping stones. In Agyemang's case, a loan is an investment in experience, resilience, and readiness. It's an opportunity for her to convert a summer of headlines into a season of measurable progress, goals, assists, improved link-up play, and the sort of consistency that turns bright prospects into indispensable starters. And of course, there's the narrative everyone will watch. What happens when she returns to Arsenal? If she explodes at Brighton, the club will have to decide whether to integrate her into a crowded attack or to sell her value on the market. For Agyemang personally, it will be a test of whether summer form was a glimpse of talent or the beginning of a sustained rise. Either way, this loan is not an end. It's a recalibration. It's a chance for Michelle Agyemang to prove that youth awards and international goals can be more than headlines. They can be the foundation for a career. Watch the season closely. This move could be the moment a promising teenager becomes a household name.